live.
Alright then, hello everyone, and welcome to the Off Rails Crew. We are currently missing our second rogue due to he didn't show up. No idea why.
He's probably sleeping.
It's probably nap o'clock.
It is nap o'clock. I've got a great idea, Mike. Text Becca and have her go get him.
Becca is not near where he lives.
Oh, she's in Virginia right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's at home. Never mind. Shut up. My joke was funny.
It was a good try, though.
It was a good try. Good try. Good try.
All right, and so we're gonna do a quick recap of what happened last week. Good to know that without their second rogue, they won't be killing everything in 2 shots.
In theory.
In theory.
Depends on how the dice.
The dice.
We've all done that. Andrew.
All right, then. So, oh, he knows.
Huh?
Oh, Mike can text. Oh, never mind. I'm trying to read chat, and I see that I know, and then right.
No,
I'm getting distracted. Shush.
Huh?
All right, and so quick recap. These guys have officially left Portsmouth after a power shift, and the ruling council has been disbanded, and a more republic-style, elections were taking place.
This should last for 3,000 years.
Yes, for 3,000 years. There was no funny man with a little mustache, but joke.
No.
Crickets. You all lose 1,000 experience for not laughing at my jokes.
It's too real right now. That's not a joke.
I'm British, you guys. I don't know everything.
No hablo inglés.
All right, then. So we're going to. So they left the city to go travel to the Forest of the Ancients, which is a large elven forest where they were supposed to meet someone to take them to the summer courts. As they arrived, they had an issue camping with some flagstone golems and some rock golems. As they entered the outskirts of the woods, they were confronted by a young woman and a large wolf. And as we left off last week, the woman said her name was Lyra Ravenwood. All right, so go.
All right. So Ria's gonna blankly look at her and then immediately ask, "What the fuck?"
Ria, you don't know who this is?
Ravenwood could be a very popular name, like Smith.
No. You look. No. No. Full or half?
Half.
How?
Hmm?
How?
She rolls her eyes at you, kind of irritated at this question. The only reason I'm here to deal with you and your friends is because I was told to. So if we're gonna, let's just skip the whole awkward question thing and just go.
Fine, lead on.
Okay.
Are you two related?
Not now.
Yeah.
Do you want me to steal from her? Because I can totally steal from her. Nothing.
Nora, please. Please, let's just go.
Okay.
All right, then. So as you guys start traveling through the forest, and as you start to look up, the canopy is rather thick, but you can
Can I
start
see the sun?
No, because there's a lot of low, dark clouds, and you can start seeing the first flakes of a snow start to fall.
I hate winter.
Jenny, don't you have light now?
It's not the same. I miss the sun.
Morgan is typing.
Yeah.
Because
I said we were going to a summer court. We didn't know it was going to be in a winter environment. And
Damn you! I
They
They
think
totally lied, didn't they?
Thankfully,
So we
have
follow-
clothing.
we follow.
Can we assume that we have cloaks?
You guys actually bought winter clothing when you went up the cloud walk.
Oh yeah,
right.
that's
when we
right.
climbed the mountain.
Oh,
Oh
so
yeah,
I
we
guess
take
have
out our
that.
winter clothing.
Yes, you take out the winter clothing.
Oh yeah, but Can didn't go on that with us.
Whatever. I have a blanket.
Well-
I give Kane a blanket.
Currently, Talwin has disappeared, so there is a spare cloak.
There we go.
Okay.
Janora's gonna make her fancy dress. Can she make it into like a wintry fancy dress?
You can make it to any fancy dress you want.
Yes. Winter. Essentially a big like Chewbacca type fur.
As you watch Janora's like frilly pink cupcake dress that she was wearing changes to a large furry, like almost like fur coat style thing, but full body.
This is the best dress ever.
Like
Like a baller.
teal spotted or something.
That's up to her. I'm not gonna.
It's not too, but it's just very.
Yeah.
I stick close to Rhea. I just sort of put a
Um,
hand on her shoulder as we walk.
Yeah, I'm still at the back, and now I'm leading Gravedigger by her reins. I'm not riding her.
Okay, so you guys, Janora's an Ewok. Yes, she is.
Don't die, Charles.
There's no making anyone laugh tonight, chat. So stop it.
Sorry about that. It's gonna happen a lot tonight. So as you guys start to like walk through the forest and stuff, Lyra and Peter take the head, and they're leading you through a It's not a straight path. There's a twisting and turns that seem random at first, but as they go on for about an hour, you are all completely lost.
Wait,
You have no idea you have no central directions or anything like this. Well, there's no landmarks to orient yourself with.
Oh, fucking elven forests. I think.
Fine, I'll just climb a tree.
You're gonna climb a tree?
No, I just say we could climb a tree if we get super lost. And then peek out over the top.
Well, right now they seem to be leading you through, and they seem to know exactly where they're going. But
Okay.
Just don't
It's
lose.
The party's lost, not the people we're
yeah,
following.
the party's lost. The party
We
has
have
no idea.
If we lose them, we have no idea how to get out of here.
Yeah, let's try to hold hands and follow them as best we can. All right.
I get the feeling this is a defense of wherever they're taking us.
Hey,
At
Morgan,
that, you can
it's
see
a ribbon.
that. Not Morgan, it's a ribbon. All right. At you saying that it's a defense, you can see Peter's kind of cocks his head back a little bit and gives you a slight nod.
What is it, boy?
The giant wolf, or is he back in human
No,
form?
he's human form right now. He's walking
Oh,
around.
okay.
He never shifted back.
Can you do that all the time? Hey, Mr. Wolf Guy, can you do that all the time or just some of the time? How are you a wolf? You bard? Bards no polymorph. Or you a druid? Druids do this thing where they're like, and then animal.
Turns
Hi,
back to you.
Janora Thistleweed. Nice to meet you.
Please.
Gives you kind of like a long like glance. There's so much coming out of your mouth. You can get a sense that he doesn't really speak a lot.
Yeah.
Neither.
We'll try to follow you as best we can, Peter. Lead the way.
Keep up.
Yes, sir.
I'm a halfling. Have you seen the size of my legs? You can carry me.
Let's
Whoa.
see.
Wink.
Where's Mike?
Oh crap! We got a high wind warning. I forgot about that. I'm wondering what the fuck that whooshing noise is, and I'm like,
We lost Mike.
We lost
Yeah,
you,
we
Meech.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest what.
I've got Maximus. I just wanted him to carry me.
It's fine.
I thought you wanted to sell him.
So you guys... Oh, there's Mike again.
Yeah.
Waiting for it to load.
I'm asking Rhea if we should be concerned.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Hopefully they're not like laying us into a trap. They seem trustworthy. Wait,
But we were invited.
should any of us like roll an insight check?
Sure, you can roll an insight check.
Can I roll one against Lyra?
Sure.
I just want to know if she was telling the truth earlier.
About her name?
About who the fuck she really is.
You get no. There is no like hidden agenda. The way she said it, and the way that the way she held herself, it was more of like in a defiant tone.
Come on, +3.
So, alright. Lovely.
And for
14.
Owie, having no real like touchstone for these people, what they're like, how they reacted and stuff like that. They have no reason that you can think of to really screw with you or to lead you into a trap or something like that.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we can trust some guys. Come on. Yeah. Let's try to stick close to Peter.
As you guys it starts to getting about dusk and stuff like that, and they lead you to a small clearing, and there's a good probably like 6-7 inches of snow on the ground at this point. And they go about setting up camp and stuff like that, and they set up their own bedrolls, and that's about all they really do for you guys. Peter starts going off into the woods to start collecting firewood and stuff like that, and he's gone for about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set up the tents that we have.
I will help him do that.
No one wants to look up in the trees.
For just looking up the trees?
Just looking up in the trees, looking to see if there's anything up there. See if there's like an awesome little place she can go sleep.
Roll an investigation.
Awesome.
Oh, Kayan is a ribbon now.
She did.
From what you're seeing, it's nothing really like truly sturdy to hold. They'd like it'd be comfortable and still be able to hold your weight.
You guys don't have problems with like spiders or like things like that in this forest, do you?
It's the forest. There are animals around.
What kind of animals?
Just sighs at you. It just goes back to what he's doing.
Sister dear, I don't think they're going to be very talkative to us.
Yeah.
These guys are so helpful.
Is it possible for like any like berries to be found around here, or is it way too cold?
This time of year, no. There's not going to be anything. As he brings back in firewood, he goes back out and he comes back with like a 3 or 4 large winter hares.
Okay.
I want one. Oh wait, there's Goliath. I'll share. It's fine.
About 6 to 7
I see
inches
all
there.
that.
So you guys build a fire and all this stuff like this. The camp kind of gets set up and everything like this. You can, the two of them will kind of walk off a little bit, just to be just out of earshot, and you can. No one can read lips, can they?
No.
No.
Oh,
I tell Gravedigger telepathically to like go look like you're foraging in that area, just like fucking nuzzle, like for some grass or whatever.
Roll a deception.
With okay.
Gravedigger's a rogue now.
Oh,
Brace yourselves, everyone.
Oh god.
you spent that free-
Okay, that's not that bad for a -2.
Oh my god.
Horse has no
Gravedigger has a
charisma.
7
Come on.
charisma.
In the conversation they're having, they really don't seem to be paying much attention to the horse.
Okay.
And you can you don't hear much from Peter's side, but you kept getting like overheard like yelling portions from Lyra. It's it goes about it's like, I don't care what he said. I don't want her fucking here. I don't want to deal with her. Why the fuck am I the one that needs to do this? There's a small like low reply from Peter, and it's you know what? If you're gonna fucking take his side for everything we do, and she like she storms off.
Okay. I tell Gravedigger to like back off all cool like, so they don't notice.
Gravedigger literally just kind of like backpedals, just like trying to nibble at the ground. His backpedals like.
Okay.
Janora really wants to climb a tree.
Want to climb a tree?
Janora would like to climb a tree.
I roll athletics.
Okay. Awesome. I'm totally good at that, yo.
Oh wow.
You climb a tree quite easily. You find a. It goes and stands under the tree just in case.
Yeah, just in case she falls.
Thanks, Megan. Okay, Ian. I look good.
As you get up there, you start noticing like from the ground you missed a few like because the boughs were in the way. You found a rather large like elbow in a tree where you're like, I can totally sleep here.
Janora's totally gonna keep watch there for the moment.
All right.
Rhea is going to find a place apart from everyone, sit down, break out her lute, and she's going to start playing the lullaby. Which nobody knows.
Wait, is this the lullaby?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is the lullaby.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Do I need to roll performance?
Why not?
I mean, this
Are
is
we
a
all-
song she's played since.
Not bad.
Can I get advantage because it's the song?
Yeah, it's the song, so it is a masterpiece, even in your emotionally drained and tortured state.
Thanks, Charles.
Thanks for reminding.
I know. This is a masterwork of music that you managed to create, and it really it kind of the dour and depressing feel that is in the camp seems to even with like the melancholy style of the song and stuff like that, there's a little bit more life and hope brought back into it.
We all hear it?
Oh, she's not trying to hide the fact she's playing.
No.
I'm gonna tie Gravedigger up to a tree, like near where our tents are, just because I don't know if the elves know that she's sentient. So I want to make it look like I'm making sure, and I explain it to her too, because I'm sure she's not happy with it. I don't want them to know. So.
Yeah, as you tie her up, she kind of like looks at you, and those big brown eyes kind of give you like what the fuck?
Like a motherfucker, really?
Like,
and I'm
really?
like, yeah, I know, and I do it.
Snorts at you, paws at the ground for a second.
Tell her to put on a show a little longer, and I.
Aw, Dan's gonna put her own horse near her.
Can you put Maximus there too? Thanks. I climbed the tree first.
Sure, I'll take care of your horse for you again. I tie Maximus up.
I keep giving your temple gold. I feel like I should deserve a little leeway.
I'm wandering the perimeter, just like looking over.
As you wander the perimeter, you start noticing animal tracks, large animal tracks.
Can
Oh.
I investigate?
Roll
these?
survival to
Rolling
see
survival.
to identify.
Come on, Aggie.
That's a 24.
Nice.
Yes. These range from anything from like bear tracks to boar and other like large cats.
Mm,
Forest panthers.
Not sure if he's dead.
Forest panthers.
like
What?
possibly snow leopards or something.
My music's just fucking being retarded.
Mm,
Where the hell is my music? I don't hear anything.
yeah. He was right.
So as Rhea finishes up her music, Peter comes to sit next to her.
Hmm.
And he just gives her a long look. I apologize for her lack of decorum.
You don't have to apologize for her.
I feel that I need to.
Why?
If it was up to her, she wouldn't be anywhere near you at the moment.
Why is that? I have no idea who the hell she is.
One second, I got much better stuff for this. Figured from her perspective, you're the firstborn. You're the one that your mother spoke of the most.
Well, she should try looking at it from my perspective. My mother abandoned me and never came home. I didn't even know I had siblings. I don't even know where my mother is. I thought she was dead. But now I know she just left me. Left my father.
It's not for me to say what happened,
I know
but
it's
the reason you've been summoned will clarify many of these concerns you have. Tomorrow we reach the village. You can speak to the elder. He has an important job for you to do.
alright. Peter,
She's turning to, yes.
thank you.
Gives you a small smile and nods and walks off. And he seems like he's trailing, like he's following the same path that Lyra had stormed off doing. All right, so we're not going to bother with watch setting for the night because this is pointless because you guys are in an enchanted forest with defenses. So the next day rolls around and you guys, Lyra's returned to the encampment. She's rather sullen and silent for the most of the day. And as you guys reach the, you start like working, the trees start to clear out a little bit. It's not so densely thicketed. And you guys reach a large clearing where...
Oh, pretty.
You notice a large, like this is probably a large farming settlement, and like this is a village. And crap, I thought I had my notes up. Apparently I didn't. I was not prepared. Everything else up but my fucking note.
Not prepared.
You are not prepared. Yes, I'm a nerd. I played World of Warcraft for far too long.
Go Illidan.
I am nowhere near as good as Liam.
What? What?
It was a joke.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, no, that's not the damn bad rage. Alright. I got like 6 pages open. As you enter, like, there's a winding hill leading down into the small valley where this large village is, like, encamped. Peter looks behind you and welcome to Palpe Angar. For any of you who speak Elvish,
I do.
I do.
Rhea, Aoi. That is it. You know this is Elvish slang for of mixed blood.
Oh.
Huh.
They lead you down a large thoroughfare. As you're walking around this town, you start noticing things that are like people walking with large animals, like bipedal bears, boars, large like man tigers and such. And it's just a plethora of other races of half-breeds, half-orcs, and other vagabond races that are like, there's a few drow you see walking around.
Oh.
Halflings?
Halflings, there's a few.
Tenor says, what's up in halfling?
Possibly Dragonborn?
Not from what you can see at the
Okay.
moment. Is they lead you to a large central hut with a large. This hut is very it's almost reminiscent of the longhouses that you saw in the Broken Isles. And it is a We can change the sad sappy music that I was playing.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was still playing. We'll go with the cheery village music.
Does everything look as like? Does it look Viking like that, or is it more refined and?
Actually, no. It's a mishmash of many lands. You see, a few the elven home, like the elven style homes, like sweeping balconies and such that are put up in here, or other small almost Adobe style housing from men from the Shining Desert. This seems to be a mishmash of architecture and building materials. This seems to be almost a melting pot of many cultures in this small area.
Interesting.
And they lead you to a long, the one reminiscent of those long houses, and in front of it, sitting above it, there is a large bear skull. Has been put on top of those sweeping eaves that are hanging there. And Lyra kind of gives Rhea a withering glance, and as she storms off, and Peter knocks on this door, and out walks there's a large gruff voice. Enter! And he opens the door, and you're led into a long. And this house is it's decorated in many styles and many traditions. Seems like the person who owns this home is a well-traveled man. There's a large fireplace sitting at one end, and above this fireplace are two large great axes crossed. And from the look of their blades and the the hafts, they're very well used and very, they're well kept, but they're not for show. And the man that greets you at the door is standing probably around 6'8", broad-chested, a long brown hair pulled back in a ponytail, and a large beard that's streaked with white. And Peter bows in deference to this man. Elder, I've brought the ones who were requested. He smiles broadly. He's older, probably a man in his 50s, late 50s, early 60s. There's lines across his face, and there's more smile lines than frown lines. He's big, beaming smile at you. Welcome to my home. Sit. We've much to discuss.
What is this place?
This, and there's a look of disdain that crosses his face for a moment. This is a place for wanderers and the unwanted to come. It's also a place where the elves from the Oaken Crest throw the unwanted. We serve a purpose, but other than that, they don't care. But enough of that. Welcome. Please sit.
Okay.
My name is Yusuf Tep. Rhea, I need you to roll a history on that. history, so it's an 18. You know from this, the name tickles the back of your mind. You remember hearing lots of stories about a man named Yusuf the Purple Bear. He was a war hero from the War of the False Crown. And he's famous for defending the Amethyst Ford for 2 days single-handedly while a detachment of wounded soldiers and civilians escaped behind him. It's also where he earned the name the Purple Bear.
Okay.
So as I am... Welcome to my home. I apologize for the welcome you must have received from... My daughter can be a testy woman at most.
Your daughter.
Yes.
I have a lot of questions for you.
And I'll answer what I can. But my lady will have more answers than I will. But that's why you've come. I assume you received your invitation to the summer court.
I did.
What is
You
this summer
understand this?
court?
It's the court of the Fae.
Ah.
Here are where the ley lines and the realms pass close enough for people to be able to pass between worlds.
Ah.
We are their guardians, and we serve the Summer Queen.
Who's the Summer Queen?
Yeah, should we roll a history check on that?
If you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a 16, a 4. Uthal knows nothing. 15 for Morgan. Janora knows
nothing. That's why she asked the question. Like, who's the Summer Queen? Oh, yeah, I know everything about her.
Alright, okay. Come on. Ah, 11.
So Rhea and Morgan know the Summer Queen is her by the name of Tinia.
It's gonna be sorry.
So we have to cross another world to get to this summer court.
The
Yes, you must-
Feywild.
He nods to you.
I just look. I don't know how to describe how I look.
It's okay, Aggie. We survived the lower plains. We can get through this.
In Giant, I tell Oxar that I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question.
No.
In Giant, I tell Oxar that I'm also confused. Don't worry.
Theater dorks.
In Giant, he responds to you. All
Oh,
will be
shit.
made apparent in time.
Giant, I
Nice.
respond as I hope so,
Yeah.
for my sister's
Sorry.
sake.
And then he
Janora
gives you
just
a
says in conflict, why is everyone speaking other languages? You all suck.
So as this conversation kind of takes a weird turn, where Uthal starts speaking this very gravelly tongue, and Ogthar responds kindly. Then Yusef just responds. It's just kind of this private conversation between the three of them, and then Janora kind of quips in like this, squeaky kind of very like limerick style language.
Araf boost Cariad.
Yusuf,
Yes.
So,
where's my mother?
Rhea?
Where's my mother?
I haven't seen her in nearly 10 years.
What?
Why is she old?
And the lady.
She was summoned here by my lady.
Hmm.
It's where she stayed for a time,
Hmm.
and she was summoned elsewhere.
So the
So
queen would
she-
know.
the queen would know.
Oh.
For me, I do not know.
But
So-
you knew her.
For a time,
Hmm.
Did she ever... You know, it doesn't matter.
no, please, speak your mind.
Doesn't matter. I never mattered.
Uh,
And
I
it-
think what she's trying to say is.
Allie, please don't talk for me.
as you say, it doesn't matter. He gets out of his chair, and he comes and he sets a large hand on your shoulder. I need you to know that you were always the light of her life. She did not leave because she wanted to. She left because she needed to.
Doesn't matter anyway, she left. She left me and she left my father.
It feels. He pauses for a moment and he kind of gives you a reassuring squeeze of the shoulder. Then, you know, I was typing. I understand what you're feeling. All will become clear in time. That's all I can tell you.
Thank
Now,
you.
he smiles, and now there's other bills, other business that we must discuss. I cannot send you to the Feywilds at the moment.
Why the hell not? Why were we brought here if you can't send us to where we need to go? Sorry. Is that a bit abrupt? I don't like the winter.
He turns to you and it's, I do not question the motives what I am told. She is a far greater being than me.
We understand.
What's the problem then?
It is much easier to show than it is to tell.
Okay.
Then show.
Come.
Okay.
And as he's leaving, he stops for a second. Do any of you possess the ability to change form?
No.
No.
This is not a time to lie to me. And he just gives you all a very stern look.
Well, Kane gives the vaguest answer.
Not that I'm aware of.
I can change my dress. Does that count?
No.
Okay then. Then we're good here.
All right, so he leads you out and he starts taking you through the village, and the village is it's a very almost it's bustling, and there's a lot of trade and a lot of it's a very lively place. They takes you off to the edge of town, and there's a hastily constructed almost like shack like construction off, and from the distance, even from like 400 or 500 yards away, you can hear the sounds of chained animals and humans screaming in pain.
What the hell is that noise?
You'll see.
Okay.
And he goes and he opens, and he enters, what you're about to see pains us greatly. I need you to understand this, that we do not do this we do this for their own safety. And he opens the door, and you can see there is beds, probably around 30 or 40 beds, just lined with men and women. And it appears that most of them are all chained to their beds. And you can see as you start walking down the lines, you can start seeing a half-formed muzzle and wolf claws. And it's like they seem to stop between transformations.
Would any of us recognize what
I should.
they are?
Maybe.
You can roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
Should I roll intelligence instead of Arcana then?
You can Ogthar roll with advantage
Oh, should I roll Arcana then?
if you so wish.
Oh, damn it. Well, you choose which one you want me to use.
We'll just go with the intelligence check.
Okay.
So 13. Uthal rolls a 7.
23.
23.
A 13 with advantage.
I'd say 13 with advantage. For people who have any basis in the background of what this could be, it seems to be like a lot of these are
There's an
men and women.
order of my people dedicated to it, maybe?
That's what I'm. Who have a background in this idea.
Okay.
It appears to be many forms of lycanthropy, and it appears what all these transformations seem to have stopped part way.
Oh, poor things.
What is going on? This is lycanthropy.
It is. It is a gift that Our Lady bestows upon those she deems worthy. And as you can see, things have gone awry.
What is causing this? This is
We have
half-formed.
no idea. All we know is, as he starts speaking, there's a moment you can see off to your left. There is a middle-aged woman who appears to be like stuck between the form of a tiger and herself, and she starts shaking violently, and her body starts to contract. And in the impossible angles, you can hear the snapping of bones as her arm breaks, and then you can see like her neck twisted in an odd angle, and you hear the snap, and she just falls lifeless.
Oh my god.
Rhea, I need you to roll history.
Alright. And Morgan just.
Did you see Morgan's question?
What phase of the moon?
Let's see. That I have not thought of.
Oh. Rare roll 21.
Rhea rolled a 21. This distinctly brings back memories of old books you heard. The collapse was brought upon by a sickness called crackbone fever. And this appears, what little information escaped that time of madness and despair, the symptoms seem oddly familiar.
I'll tell Yusuf, but I'm pretty sure he already knows.
And he gives you, like, there's a grim cast to his face, and it's what we feared.
I'll reach out and grab his arm.
And this large man just seems to be just wilting into himself. There's just like this fear of what this is. It only seems to be attack.
No, go ahead.
Go.
I was going to ask, it seem like there's anyone in here taking care of these people at all? Or is it just like that left to their own devices?
No, there's a few men and women going about giving them food and water, but most of the time it's being force-fed to them as they're snarling and snapping. They almost appear to be feral in this like mid-change.
Okay.
Is this something that they're contracting? What do you know about what these people have had contact with?
It seems to be striking at random. But only those who have the ability to change.
When did this start?
Yeah.
About a month ago.
And nothing odd has occurred in this town since then.
Not that I'm aware of. Well, we
Was
understood there was.
Did anybody
Nope.
come to the village before a month ago? Someone new?
No, very few had reached this village.
Wait,
He looks to you with.
do you think this could be... You think this could have some... Because this village is allied with the Queen of Summer. Do you think this may be the hand of the Queen of Air and Darkness?
At that, his face darkens. If it is, I fear for us all.
As do I. God damn it.
Who would that be?
Crap. Into an M.
Mab.
Map, thank you.
She's not one to be trifled with
Oh.
in the slightest.
Come, let's leave this place. We have making star shapes. All right. Morgan does a quick 7-point star. Or 5-point star.
It's okay.
I'm not dying. All right.
I'm so concerned.
I'm okay. I just got a stupid thing settling into my chest. He leads you out of the sick house and takes you back to his to the longhouse. And as you all sit around the table, Peter enters the room again and kind of enters and kind of props himself against the door. The only information we have is that it appears to be coming from the east.
And what's in the east?
The dead swamps.
More things with the name dead in them, because that's worked so well for us before.
Do you have any bullywugs there?
Any what?
Bullywugs, like frog people.
Bullywugs.
Yeah.
There was a large colony of bullywugs that were. They seem to have all left for Portsmouth.
Was that about the time when this all started to happen?
No.
Okay, just checking. Because we could go back and get them and they could fix the swamp because they're all about protecting swamp.
What can you tell me about these swamps?
It's where the ferals roam.
The ferals are your kind that don't take to...
The 10th transformation. They lose their minds. They unable to cope with what has been done.
I feel so sorry for them.
Do you have dealings with the ferals very often?
As little as possible. Generally, they lose their ability to speak. They're driven by their base natures. Few of them seem to undergo mutations that drive them insane.
Yes, well, what you're dealing with is a very unstable mixture to begin with.
Have you tried to go to the court for help?
That's why we sealed the portals, to prevent it from reaching the court.
So you've sealed the portals?
Yes.
So you could unseal them, we could pop through, go get help, and then come back?
No.
Yes? No.
Jenny. I don't think it's gonna be that easy. I never
I
asked.
refuse to expose the Feywilds to whatever this is.
So essentially what you're saying is we have to solve your problem before you let us go on our way.
You solve my problem now.
That's... yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no other... you're just going to let us through the portal? Because I'm sure there's lots of other portals to the Feywild that we could go and find that will be a lot easier than dealing with a swamp of feral things and dead things.
Jenny.
And at this, he crosses his arms. Be my guest to try and find them.
You're not going to give us any money. No incentive to help fix your problem.
How about the incentive of the fact if this jumps? This disease destroyed the world.
If it mutates anything in the Feywild, this would not be good.
Self-preservation is what I'm asking you to do.
Well, it doesn't affect
If it's
people
gold,
like me, does it? It just affects...
and there's a disgust to him right now.
Wait, I have a question.
Our help.
With my history roll, would I know that it jumped and started to affect everybody?
From your history roll, generally what you understood was that anyone with affected by lycanthropy or anything like that was immune to the disease to begin with. It's what started the witch hunts and such like that, the fearing that these animals that brought this disease to normal people. That's what drove them into the woods.
So it can't jump.
Oh no.
So this is self-preservation because it
Uh,
can and will spread.
Okay, well then that's all I need to know. You need to explain that. You don't say, "Here's our problem. Go fix it for me." You need to say, "You need to go fix this because it's all our problem." You're not very good with the words, are you? Explaining things.
Jenny.
What?
Uh,
The sun's gross. You guys are all like pressure.
So
at least we know what we have to
It gives you a potion of vitamin D.
Shanora takes it. Just doesn't even question it. She's like, thanks.
So, because I went all robot and I sort of missed what Snake had learned about the disease. Could you say it again?
Make it jump to normal people.
Okay.
Originally what had happened though, it started out that the normal people were trying to find someone to blame, and they blamed those who were immune to disease to begin with,
Oh,
thinking that it was, they were the carriers and they're
Oh,
patient
shit.
zero style.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So that reminds me. I forgot though. That's what I was worried about. As a paladin, I'm immune to disease.
Oh yeah.
You are, but now on hearing the word, hearing crackbone fever, and it starts tickling in the back of your memory from old lessons you learned as a child running through the order. You know that it's, even for those touched by the divine, you may be immune to its effects to begin with, but attempting to heal someone with this, 1 out of 10 will be healed, but 6 out of 10 people trying to heal will contract the disease themselves.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
We lost a Morgan.
remembering that fact, maybe not wanting to heal people, but to ease their passing, since like that's part of Kellenberg, like our order.
That is something you totally could.
I do.
but-
Okay.
You would have to persuade a very large, angry village elder to do it.
Oh dear.
Okay. I'll think about that.
Well,
Oh,
it's-
Memento, I'm going to go make another thing of tea because my throat's really dry. So, kick it to break.
Okay.
all right, good. Because
Okay.
I've had to pee for a while.
All right, we're going to break
We'll be
real
back.
fast.
I'll break,
I need tea.
people.
People need to go pee.
Be right back. After
Shanora
these
takes a potion of
messages,
vitamin
we'll
D.
be right back. And that's why you never run down a alley naked while carrying a pineapple.
You know, I'm glad you told us that story, Dutz.
I know my life would be no longer be complete without that.
The more you know.
Alrighty then, folks. We had left off with them being told what was happening with the funness of this is. They were going, like everyone agreed to travel to. Ow, just burned myself with tea.
Don't do that, Charles.
Yes, please don't.
I'll do what I want. From America.
Yes, DM.
Alright, what's that? Lubricate the vocal cords. So everybody agree to start this trek into the evil swamp of doom.
Are we doing that the next day, or are we going now?
That is up to you guys.
What time
What
of day
time
is
is
it right
it?
now?
You guys, about noonish. You guys keep traveling. It's about a day and a half hike from the edge of the village to the edge of the forest to here.
Ria.
Do you
So
have
how long is it going to take from here to where we need to go?
5 days east
All right.
to the edge of our lands, and then there we don't know.
Do you
So
have?
if we're going on this adventure thing, give us things like potions,
Do you have a
blankets.
supply?
It's cold.
Do you have a supply store that we might stop at on our way out of town?
They're pretty basic supplies, but
Well, 5-day journey is going to be hard on resources.
Really?
I think that's the easy part. What happens after those 5 days will be the difficult part.
you understand the forest is full of game.
Do I look like I can catch game?
He looks at you in your gigantic poofy dress of Chewie Ewok-ness and just no.
I'm more concerned
Exactly.
about what things could do to us and how we might resolve those issues.
There's a
Nice.
local herbalist who may
Okay.
have some potions, but that's a shot in the dark.
Okay.
Will we have a guide or anyone to get us through the forest? That day and a half hike here, I felt like we were going in circles. I can't imagine.
Kind of kicks his head towards Peter.
Okay. He was a very good guide.
So are we leaving today, or are we leaving tomorrow?
I say we set out at first light tomorrow.
I
Okay.
agree.
We should get some stuff.
Yes.
Elder guy, do you have more of these vitamin D potion things? These are awesome. Can I have some? Do you know where I can get some?
Oh my god, I made a joke. That's a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Damn it. That was really helpful.
I would like to try and find this herbalist before we.
He gives you detailed instructions the way to find her. Her hut is along the one of the main thoroughfares. You will notice it by the large plethora of herbs and such hanging outside her windows.
We will.
I'm going to stay behind.
Alrighty then.
You want me to
Because I
get you
wanna-
anything?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Do you want Gravedigger to wait outside so you could find us after?
Sure, I'd appreciate that. Thank you, Uthal. I just want to talk to Yusuf for a while, if that's possible, while they shop.
He nods. Your company will be most welcome.
Okay.
Hey Peter, come and show us to where the shops are. And then Genoa's just gonna like try and grab Peter as she goes like out the door. Come on.
As you grab him, like your finger like wraps around, like your entire hand wraps around like 2 fingers, and you're just like dragging him along.
Yeah.
And there's like a
She does
persistent.
this to everyone, Peter.
He just kind of looks at the elders. And he kind of gives him like a shrug, like
You take him?
trudges his feet behind you, kind of like muttering under his breath. So he will lead you to the herbalist.
Adding a bay to the collection.
Oh no.
I wouldn't add this one.
Oh God. Yeah, I also glance back at Rhea. I kind of heard that her in my attempt to help her out was rebutted. Saying sorry for earlier, and just go along with them.
I stick by Aoi and walk with her as we follow the directions. Blue one.
All right,
Well, I'm going to talk to Aoi as we go.
we'll do you first, and then we'll do
Blue one.
Yes.
My sister did not mean any harm in her comment. She is finding out things about her life that I fear that she was not prepared for.
I know.
It's
And it was out of line for me to try and speak up for her, but
you are learning, tiny one. It is understandable. You are young to this world.
thanks.
Just listen to us. Follow our lead.
Maybe don't follow my lead.
Do not follow
That's good
Nora's
advice.
lead.
I'll try not to.
We'll make a leader out of you, Blue One.
Thanks, Huggy.
But don't be discouraged. I've seen you in battle. You've proven yourself time and again.
Dustin. Take a DM inspiration.
Yeah, he deserves
Hey.
it.
Now come along.
Hey, let's go.
So Peter, you single? You're taken? Are you with Ria's half?
I'll reflight face claws again.
Don't answer her, Peter. Whatever you do.
Please,
For the love of
not answer her.
But you have a gun hand, Kayan.
I mean, the gun hand is kind of cool, but maybe not. Okay.
I secretly thinks you're out of middle harbor school.
Single? Single? Single. Take it.
Can
Single.
you please?
I am indeed taken. That's all he says about it. He keeps walking.
Fine.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Freezes up, huh?
Alrighty then. We're gonna go do Rhea, and then we'll get to the quick little shopping thing we're gonna do. It's gonna be
Okay.
fast. We go back to the longhouse. You know, he's sitting there. There's a nice fire roaring through in the hearth. And it's a rather inviting, cheery presence. And he smiles at you. And what would you wish to speak of?
I know you don't know where she is, but you have to understand, I don't remember her. I never knew her. She left when I was young, and the only thing I remember is the lullaby. My father used to say I looked just like her. But anything you know, anything at all, I'd like to hear. I'd like to know. I'd like to know my mother.
He sits for a moment. He's deep in thought. And he thinks, and she was a kind woman. Very intense, very sincere about what she did. And she takes an oath to heart. And he goes through and he starts pulling out a small locket that he keeps around his neck. He pulls it out. He opens it up, and there's a small, intricately painted portrait of a half-elven woman. Oh, and a high-elven woman. Bleh. Fucking forgetting shit. Blonde hair, very strong features for that being an elf, but very, elegant and grace. And I want you to have this.
But it's yours.
Your need is far greater than mine.
I hug him.
And he gives you a big hug back.
Aww.
I used to think she left because she was embarrassed she had a half-breed mongrel for a daughter. I wanted to look for her after my father died, but...
He takes your face in his hands. She always said you were one of the greatest things she ever accomplished.
Thank you. And Lyra, I know she doesn't like me. I don't blame her.
Well, that is why she's accompanying you tomorrow.
What?
Gives you a large smile. My daughter needs to learn a little kindness and a whole lot of patience. And from the way I've seen you handle yourself in this most trying of times, you are probably one of the greatest people she could learn from. You remind me of your mother.
Oh. Thank you. I'll do my best. It's nice to know I have some family left. Other than, well, Augie and Janora.
I'm sorry, I just saw they had to do stuff. Pay no attention to me.
But I thank you. I mean that.
Smiles and pats you on the hand. You can stay here as long as you like. All right, then we're going to kick to shopping.
Right, I go right into the door. I just ask if you have potions. I say my greetings.
There is a rather rotund woman standing behind like a counter and just looks. Oh, what?
Greetings. We're heading to the dead swamps. I was wondering. Usef suggested that you might have some. Yes.
Can't fix your problems.
Okay. And she's like very like blank faced at the moment, like, who the fuck are you and why the fuck are you in my shop?
Usef suggested that we might find you. I said Usef might suggest.
Well, I have a very small selection, but
Whatever you could have would be useful.
She pulls out a few sets of vials. There are 3 normal, 2 greater.
How much?
Well, we normally don't deal with coin around here, but
What do you deal with? What do you deal with? I like things when you say not coin. What do you deal with?
well, normally I would trade one of these potions for like 6 badger pelts and probably a week's worth of food.
Is there anything that you might find useful in the dead swamps?
Now that you said that there's a few select herbs that only grow in the rotting trees, some mushrooms and the like.
We'd be happy to collect these for you.
You bring me back, and she starts counting up the 2 bags of these mushrooms. You can take the lot.
Very well.
Okay. Do you want me to leave you something to just like secure it so if we don't come back then you're like, and then we'll swap when we come back with the mushrooms? Because I can do that. I've got like a whole load of things, and she just like starts pulling out. Here's like my golden claw. That's pretty amazing. Put it back in the bag. And just, like,
Sister, I'm sure she knows we have to return here.
she doesn't know that, but I'm just trying to. We're trustworthy, good people mostly.
Roll persuasion.
We are you.
I'm totally nice. I'm awesome.
You try.
With the 14, she smiles, and it won't be necessary. If the village elder vouched for you, you can. I trust your word. I like the large one. He's very abrupt and straight to business.
Thank you.
That's my brother.
And Shaggy.
And then she just makes the grabby hands for the potions. Who has the potions?
So
Maybe we should collect the potions. I mean, collect the mushrooms and then come back for the potions.
No,
Well,
no,
do
we
the
need the
mushrooms.
potions now.
are in the deck.
Ah,
So it's kind of a, I'll give you these now. You collect these and bring them back.
yes, ma'am.
All right then. So potions.
Okay. Sorry about that.
All
Who
right
needs
then.
a
So,
potion?
well, you guys can distribute amongst yourselves when you do this.
I would like a greater, please.
I'm saving one for Rhea because she always gets injured and hurt. So
Who has? I know, Janora, you have your backpack.
Yeah.
We have another.
Yeah, we have a bag of folding and a
We're gonna
haversack.
Do we
And
have any
Nope.
at all already?
yes, I've got 3. Where is my thing?
I have none.
I think I have 3. I have 3 potions.
Out of game. I know how this goes. In Half-Ass Crew, all of our potions are on one person. So whenever
Yes, I
we
know.
need them.
Yeah, I have a basic healing potion and a greater healing.
Janora keeps buying them all to give to everyone, and then she has not actually managed to give them. So
Oh,
I am
I didn't
doing
even know
that
we
thing.
had any. That is why I
Yeah.
asked for a potion.
Janora
Perhaps-
always wants more potions.
Perhaps we should distribute
yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, apparently Can doesn't have any.
I don't have any.
We should buy some basic healing potions for her.
Well, that's all the potions she had.
Yeah, we had 3.
3 normal, 2 greater.
2
Okay,
great.
so Aoi, Ufol, Kayan take a 1 normal potion, Ogfar and Rhea get the greater. Boom. Done.
Excellent.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Got it.
Alrighty then. So we're gonna kick that. So anything else you guys want to do real fast? You're given lodging within the town. There's a not quite like an inn, but it's more like you guys are
Would it be
more like a boarding house style thing.
okay? Would it be all right if I went to just sort of observe? Would they let me in to see the sick?
Yeah, they would. There would be no objection to that.
I want to go with him.
I want to see Rhea.
All right then. Rhea is still with Yusef.
I'm going with Jenny.
Jenny is now Jenny. Ali's now going with
Janora.
Jinora.
I like to imagine we all just split and leave Kayan standing in the middle. Like, wait, what happened?
Size.
I state my intentions that I want to go see the
The
sick.
Yeah.
And I ask Uthal if he'd like to accompany me, so that we can.
Should we talk to Yusef first and let him know? I don't know if it's. I don't know much about this disease, but it might be a bad idea for us to just show up there.
Well, we showed up there earlier. Ginny and Howie, would you mind telling Usef that we just wanted to get a little more information
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
to see if it would help us,
Alright.
and we're gonna go see if we can get in, I guess.
Yeah.
Difficult to put around.
Aww.
So it's one.
Yo.
Okay, that is extremely easy to find. This is a almost a barter style community. It's easy, real quick to find a pelt. You trade a quick bobble out of your pack for it. So we'll do the sick house real quick. As you guys go towards the door, there's a standing guard you didn't see maybe beforehand, and he looks at you oddly, but doesn't impede your path.
Okay. We would just like to observe. And from this point in time, I speak to Uthal only in Giant.
Okay.
Unless someone
Okay.
is talking to us.
Okay, so it's gonna be in private. Everything in Giant.
Just because it's
unless
nice to
present.
speak. Just because it's nice to speak Giant. And
Okay.
I miss it sometimes. This disease is interesting, Uthal. I fear for it and feel sorry for these people.
Yes. I'm not sure. Do we know anything? Like, Rhea explained the whole story to us, right?
Yeah, she would give you.
And Yusef.
yeah, the quick overview of what crackbone fever was and what it did, and the fact that it's affecting those who are affected by lycanthropy is odd.
So I'm going to explain my order's history with lycanthropy. I don't know much about it, but being that we're this close to the Feywild, and that it's
Yes.
affecting something that it doesn't normally affect, I am very concerned.
Yeah, normally those of us that have taken divine oaths are immune to things like this, and if it's powerful enough to still be risky for even me or even you, maybe I don't know what your orders, what you take, what your vows grant you, but this is something beyond anything I've seen, and we deal with things like this as the Order of Kellenvor. We go to places where there are outbreaks and help and ease people's passings. And I've never seen anything like this.
Yes, seeing as how this broke the world once, I fear that there may be a darkness behind this. And to answer your question, like I told you on the road, the darkness is the thing that I fight against.
Right. Yes.
Can I sort of like perceive their body, see if I can pick up anything from the disease, and then we'll be done.
Roll an investigation.
Oh, you pick that every time.
Can I do that too?
Investigating something.
I'm more like wisdoming.
You're investigating it.
Oh dear.
You guys are awesome at investigating.
All
Here
right,
come the two smart guys.
So as you guys
aren't
both
you so-
lean down to
Start
inspect these
Bringing up the
things.
definition of perception to you.
No, I need both of you to make dex saves.
Whoa.
What?
I'm fine with it.
Oh, as we lean down near these people.
Nope, that's the wrong character.
Oh god.
You have a +3 to yours.
So that's an 8.
I'm gonna give you advantage because these things are tied down.
Natural 20 then.
That's natural. So as you both go to lean down, almost, you lean down and start inspecting, and you can see like there's an odd smell. It's not that smell of like a dying, like a disease. But they got that real like odd, like funky, I'm trying
Kind of like rotten thing going on.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. But as you go to lean down and like try to inspect these things, almost simultaneously, the two things you're inspecting lunge at you, and they snap at your face, but they're brought up short by the chains that are like hooking them in, and they're pulled back down. And at the commotion, you can see 2 or 3 people who've been tending them walk up and start securing chain. You should leave now. You're aggravating them. They seem rather flustered with the whole idea of the fact that they're trying to attack people.
I don't like that.
No. Alright. I'll leave.
Yep, I'll leave.
Alright, and so now we are going to the Rhea and all them.
The girls.
The girls.
Rhea.
Right.
Rhea. Hi, want to find my Rhea? Where's my Rhea?
Yeah.
Juno was looking for Rhea.
Yeah, me too.
I'm assuming you can get muted yourself.
No, I'm exactly where I was. I was
Okay,
talking
that's
with
fine.
them.
Juno was just going to press her nose up against the glass. Is the glass? If there's glass, Juno is pressing her nose up against it.
No, there is not glass. There are more like shutters.
Awesome.
Glass is expensive.
This is true. Juno is
Does
knocking
it
on the
look
door.
like they're having a private
No,
moment,
no,
or is like Rhea done with her?
From what you can see, Rhea is sitting at the table alone. Oh, they can
Tear streak faced.
Mhm.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Yeah, I'm opening
You hear
the
a
door.
persistent knocking on the door.
I open the door. Yeah,
Allie opens.
you alright? That's us.
Doesn't say anything, doesn't move.
Juno just creeps closer. And closer. And then
closer.
and closer.
Okay, she's not responding, not moving, not even. She's just staring off into space.
All right, and so she is just continually staring off into space, almost lost within her own thoughts.
Janora sits at her feet and hugs her leg.
Still staring straight ahead.
And then Janora hums the lullaby.
And Ria's gonna start crying again.
Yeah. I ran over and hug her. Yeah, I'm so sorry. What did I do with them?
And then the Goliath just sort of sauntered to the room.
We're having cuddles. We're having cuddle time. It's cuddle
Mid
time.
talking to each other in giant.
There was something I was gonna say that I forgot to say before, but I'll wait till what Kayan says.
I'm so sorry. What I did with them.
So what I wanted to say before, but I forgot while we're walking back. I mentioned the fact to Augie that I guess presumably still in Giant, because why not? Yusuf said that the border between the planes is weakened here, just as it was in the Field of the Fallen. This is something must be happening.
Don't play with the beam stuff. It's all new.
Is there a red comet going like in Game of Thrones? Yeah.
Can I kind of tell it? Do I know how the Feywild works? I mean, because Fey is one of the things that I can.
You have a loose understanding.
The Feywild is one of the planes that's closer to this world than other planes, and there are natural portals in the more wild areas. I'm not too concerned that the barriers are weak here, as the Feywild is often a mirror, if more wild. I couldn't think of.
I understand what you mean, but
I
mean
I have a 10 intelligence. I just know.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, 9 intelligence.
My also 10
I'm
intelligence.
not dumb. I'm
that.
just like, I don't know any fancier words.
I just mean if the weak points are becoming targets, as they were at the Field of the Fallen, and
they might.
If this outbreak is starting near here, it might be something worth considering to keep in mind.
Yes.
And then we tumble through the door like an acrobatics act.
Hey, ho, hey, ho. Are we in like red and white striped leotards all of a sudden?
Yes, you are totally like 1920s strongmen at the moment.
Yes.
Ogthar sprouts a magnificent handlebar mustache.
You're down his clothes. Really, guys? Really?
It's okay. We're just singing. It's alright.
Ria would like to get up.
Okay.
Ria gets up. You currently have a little halfling gripping your legs like a child.
Janora, can you please let me go?
Is
Please.
that what you want?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then she's going to walk out the door.
All right.
I step out of your way.
Stealth. Try to get away. The fact that no one is currently looking for you as you like leave out, you kind of lose yourself in the sparse crowd that's there, and you kind of like dip behind a couple buildings. And anybody who was trying to attempt to look at you, try to track you has lost you.
Oh God.
Oh, Morgan, roll a perception check then for me.
I would like to sit down with Owie.
Actually, what's your passive perception?
Do you know
So no, you
Yeah,
Go
we
to the
don't.
window.
you lose her about 2 turns in.
She's not going after her. She just wants to keep an eye on her until she disappears out of view.
You know, she dips, like she walks into the crowd and then kind of like dips out of view.
Hey guys,
I was just gonna sit there and cry.
we should probably go rest. Oh, and by the way, I got arrested and then Janora's walking out.
Here, what? When did you get the door shuts?
What? She what?
Let's not worry about it right now. Let's go head to the inn.
What did she say she got?
Arrested.
She plenty of rest.
And now comes lesson in leadership.
I
Part
look at the
two.
Goliath and I wonder if Donovis knows about this. We should ask him when we get back to Portsmouth.
On our way to the inn, I take Aoi under my wing again and give her a lesson in.
Don't get arrested.
I know it's hard, Blue One, but sometimes we have to have faith in those that follow us, that they're doing the right choice. We must not always worry about everyone. Giving faith creates a bond and brings strength.
Yeah.
All right, then. So you guys are okay. You guys are put up for the night within. It's just simple. Like boarding style housing. A couple of you bunk in a couple. A couple of you bunk in the same room. It's quick, easiness.
She will pay 20 gold to have her own room.
Again, these people don't value money that much, but
It's Janora's nightmare.
I hate this place. It's gold, it's shiny, you can exchange it for things, and then she's just like going, right, what do I have in my... I can give you a vial of acid if I can have my own room.
At this, they kind of like it's a large, kind of rotund man, kind of looks at shit, okay. And he puts you up, and you're in the attic space. It's very cramped, very small. Perfect size for you, but it's by no means luxurious.
Awesome. Janora's casting. Yeah.
Light.
On her dagger, so she goes to sleep with the dagger.
Oh.
Why didn't she just do that in the first place?
All right then. So we're just gonna say that Augie and Uthal bunk, and Aoi and Morgan bunk, and then. So that's. I need you to roll a D4 there, Snicket.
You want me to roll again?
No, it just made me laugh. So as you stumble in from the cold, it's well past midnight. Your feet are frozen, and you've got the tears that streak through your face are now frozen in place. You stumble into the boarding house, and you just kind of blindly choose a room, and you end up in Janora's room.
Oh.
No.
Janora's asleep.
Yeah.
Curled up.
Then she's gonna let Janora sleep. Then she'll go find a corner.
You find a suitable corner.
Downstairs, whatever. She doesn't care if she needs a room. She'll do what she always does: is find a corner to sleep in.
As you come coming back down the stairs, you see the large owner of this home. He's dressed in his nightgown. He's like, "Oh, you poor girl! No, come sit by the fire." And he starts stoking a fire for you.
You don't have to do that, sir.
No, it's my pleasure. He sets up the fire. As you slowly start to drift off in this large, overstuffed chair that he's got set next to a sparse library, probably 5-6 books. As you slowly drift off to sleep, he lays a blanket across your lap.
Yo.
Oh. All right, then.
Go ahead. No, never mind.
No, I was about to say I was going to skip to the next morning, so if you got something you want to do.
Before she drifts off to sleep, she's going to reach into her pack and take out a purple and silver book and start to read the stories inside before falling asleep.
All right. So we're next morning. Everyone awakes. It is a communal breakfast. So Rhea, you are woken up at probably another 3-4 hours after you finally get to sleep by the banging of pots and pans and the shouting of It appears to be like the owner and his wife arguing about what they're doing today. It's that bickering of people who've been together for years.
You sure it wakes me up? Rhea sleeps like the dead.
Roll a perception. It'd be disadvantage, so it's an @1. So no.
Oh God!
Even through the everyone else is awoken by the banging of pots and pans and the bickering of people who've been together for years.
Loud bickering.
Hey, should we search for Rhea and find her asleep?
Well, actually, as you guys all kind of stumbling down the stairs, and you notice Rhea is in the overstuffed chair next to the fire, still passed out.
Oh, here's a little bit of irony.
Let us sleep. Janora's just gonna let us sleep and then just I want food, give me food. I'm so hungry. And just place the head on the table and just be like, oh, I hate
you guys are treated to a large, bountiful breakfast. This is a, very hearty place.
Okay. Good idea, Can.
Janora half sleeps, half eats. Head on the table, God.
So it's an act you've all seen Janora do many times, where she falls asleep on the table, wakes up briefly to shovel food in her mouth furiously, and just slowly drift off.
Jenny, wake up.
Kayan.
You were rudely elbowed by the...
Wake up.
Everything's dark.
You drifting off, Jenny? Wake up.
I'm tired. I'm awake. I'm awake. No, bad touch. Janora's just getting out the way, under the table she's going, just crawls.
Do you two mind?
I tried to tickle her awake some more with my tail.
Janora's going under the table. She is going. She's gone.
Skitter's under the table.
I tried to reach with my tail.
Nope.
Darn it, can't reach.
Everyone eat their breakfast. I'm sure we're going to have a dangerous day ahead of us.
Janora's hand reaches from beneath the table to steal whoever's food's nearest.
Uthal, you see a blind halfling hand just
I move like a roll underneath it.
And Kufal.
Yeah, and I'll, following Kayan's suggestion, I'll take some whatever foods, pack some food aside for when Rhea wakes up. If there's stuff that it could be taked.
There's plenty of these are most there's hard, not hardtack, but these are fresh bread that will hold for days and stuff like that. So it's easy it's easy enough to pack up real quick and
Yeah.
So as you guys get ready to leave, packs.
Janora's meant to heel rip into the table.
Okay.
I go back upstairs and put my armor on.
Yeah, everyone.
It takes you 20 minutes.
I know it does. I'm not sleeping in it.
I know, but I'm just going to point out the fact it takes you 20 minutes.
I know.
Is that really how long it takes to don plate armor?
Unassisted,
oh my god.
Oh, unassisted. Yeah, that's true.
Assisted, it takes 10.
Janora sits under the table and just continues to eat.
Half plate
Oh my God.
is a medium armor, so it'd be 10 minutes.
I've already gone up and done it. Come back down.
All right. So
Are we all done?
as everyone finishes up their breakfast, donning the plate mail,
I go over to Rhea.
Yeah, me too.
Sister. I just kind of one hand poke in the arm. Sister, we must head out.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh, fuck my neck. What the? And she'll start to sleepily look at where she is and what. She'll see the book and quickly shut it and shove it in her pack. And then start to get up.
Good
Sorry.
morning.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. Sister.
We saved you some breakfast.
Are you doing well?
She'll just kind of half shrug and think with all and rub the dry tear trails away. I have a job to do.
I put a hand on her face. I tell her, remember what happened. Your troubles are my troubles. And I turn around and I walk away.
Damn it.
wah, wah, wah.
I guess Rhea will get ready then.
All right, so as everyone gets ready, and you guys, as you start heading towards the east edge of the village, you see Peter and Lyra waiting for you. Each, Peter is in his wolf form, so that large gray wolf that you saw, and there's a large pack strapped to his back. And Lyra looks hung over.
Oh dear.
Janora offers her some of her breakfast, like, really obnoxiously, like, hey, you want some of this?
There's a moment where she
good.
turns and just like it's a and like turns it. No.
No, more for me then. And then just continues to eat. Mike, are you muted?
Good morning.
No, I was gonna say something and then I changed my mind.
Well, shall we set up?
You get a nod from Peter and Lyra. Let's get this over with.
I sort of grumble to Owie, don't be like that.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just not a leader.
Yeah.
Starts.
So Chris texted me.
Oh.
Oh.
He just got up. His
Yeah.
alarm never went off.
Well, if he wants to come in,
He was sleeping the entire time.
I'm sure Charles
That's okay.
created something for him to be doing all sneaky.
Yeah, probably.
Just Janora.
Get in there quick! You might catch the battle.
Damn it.
all right. I don't have my phone on me, so I'm not privy to any of these messages.
Yes, I broke Dustin.
Awesome. All right then. So
We're going to a
everyone-
swamp. Should we take our horses? Our horse is good in swamps. Janora looks very worried at Maximus going, there was a story about a horse going into a swamp and it was really sad and I don't really want that to happen to my horse.
Is your horse
Yeah.
named Artax? It should be fun.
Oh no!
No, its name is Maximus. You know this, Ogfar. But I don't like that story and I don't want to lose my horse in a swamp.
That was a different swamp. This is this dead swamp. That was the swamp of sorrows or sadness or whatever it was.
all right.
Either way, you do kind of have a point, Jenny.
Bringing your horses would be ill-advised.
Yeah,
Okay.
bad idea.
She's
I
gonna go.
wasn't planning on that. Yeah, like
Who
swamps.
can look after our horse? Janora's like, can Janora remember where the potion lady was?
Yeah, you gotta basically.
Janora runs back to the potion lady. Hey, potion lady, do you remember how I was saying like we could have like a thing where I leave something with you and then we'd come back for it? Here's my horse, and then she's just gonna give her the horse and go, I'm coming back for the horse. Don't eat my horse. And then Junora's gonna go. I could give you money, but you don't like it. I'll bring you something nice from the swamp. And then she's gone.
Manifest yourself.
Junora's
And
not
she's
sensible.
like,
I ask Gravedigger what she thinks.
Gravedigger tells you telepathically, swamps are notoriously bad for horses. You know, breaking legs. You know.
Right. Okay. Well, then I put my. Oh,
You're gonna.
what were you gonna say?
I said, being a summoned entity, it wouldn't really be that detrimental to killing your horse would be feels worthy, but not like you'd be able to resummon her the next day.
Yeah. That's what I put my hand on her snout and I say, "See you in a couple days." And then, as an action, I dismiss her.
You all see Gravedigger start to shrink in size and form like a small white glow and just dissipate.
See you later, girl.
Yep. So I can resummon her after I have prepared that spell again. So, whatever.
So Drum is staying at the stables. Alrighty then. So you guys start making your way towards it's a general east direction, and the snow has fallen. Probably you're looking about a foot and a half now over the course of the day you've stayed. And
Junora needs somebody to carry her because that's half her height.
Yeah.
as I was saying, Peter is acting as a trail, is breaking the trail, making a long furrow in the snow for those who are not over 8 feet tall.
So we'll go like the big guys first, and then
Exactly.
let the small
break the
people-
trail.
Yeah. Because I also have my hammer out, and I'm sort of like, if there's spots that don't get broken up fully by Peter,
Hey.
I'm just
Yeah,
sort
and
of clearing as I go. And I have
I try to do the same with my tail.
pick up Janora and I put her on my shoulders.
Okay.
Can I stick close to Lyra?
Yes, you can, because I really want to do the legless thing, but I'm not going to go that far. Wait. Walking on the snow. She doesn't seem to recoil at your presence, but it is God, what's the word I'm looking for?
A tolerance.
Exactly. Thank you, Mike. You guys spend most of the day just hiking through the snow, and it's slow going because of it. But you guys, you can feel like you're making pretty good time at the end. So at the end of the first day, we're gonna skip, unless anyone wants to do any conversating.
I do.
Alrighty then. So we're gonna do this, and then we'll just kind of skip through these 5
I
days.
just as I'm not gonna conversate. I'll let Rhea do her thing. But I'm conversing in between Uthal and Aoi about Uthal about stuff, and then I'm also pointing out leadership things to Aoi.
You should definitely steal things. Janora will interrupt me and then not get caught. The key thing is not getting caught. None of us told me that.
I sort of shake a little bit. with Janora on
Really?
my shoulder.
Cannabis told you that?
Yeah, when he got me out of prison, and then Janora's just like,
We need to apologize on your behalf for that.
no, it was my birthday present. It's fine.
There you are.
It's a
Filming
Chris.
that. Chris!
Alrighty then. So oddly enough, during these 5 days of travel, there is an odd set of footprints that seems to keep crisscrossing your path. You can't really pinpoint it. About along the second day, you find a old campsite that's probably only 2-3 hours old. And as you start following, Peter seems oddly confused about why the fuck is someone out here in the middle of nowhere. Starts following these trails, and he starts seeing a lone fire genasi trudging through the snow with a scowl on his face and muttering under his breath of, I look away for 1 fucking minute and I get lost. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Ria's dead run.
Hi, Talon.
Janora grips tighter to Ogfall.
Just dead run.
I reach out and I pat the side of Janora.
You're muted there, Chris.
Chris,
Is your mic even plugged in, dear?
my dear.
It's like I know.
The struggle is so real.
Look, it's the face of a man who just woke up.
We love
We've
you.
all been there.
Come on, buddy.
No,
Oh,
we
look.
can't hear you.
He seems to have lost his
Come on,
voice.
dude.
Talwin with unable to talk?
Oh, this is great. Janora's just like smiling.
Oh, come on, dude.
Maybe he's refreshing.
He's got to probably refresh and figure this out.
Okay.
So Rhea just tackle hugs him.
That's what I'm assuming what's going to happen.
Essentially.
She's leaving me behind. Fine.
Jenny. Oh,
I don't know if
No,
you
I
even
have to
hear
close
that.
Gravedigger's
Allie.
character sheet.
oh yeah. Fucking passive perception 10.
Oh, please, while we get Chris back into the game.
No, wait, that's Aslan trying to sneak away.
That was so hilarious.
Suspicious sneaky warlock.
Do the girl from Ipanema.
It's I think for us it's more yakety sex.
Benny Hill.
Well, it's with Talwin, so it probably would be more like that.
Come on, dude.
His computer's
got this.
freaking out.
As we try to fight the internet.
Oh, it looked like Chris slash Talwin, but it was just a mirage.
Someone's salty.
I hear battle music.
I'm going to say because we're trying to fight the internet.
That's got the highest CR of all.
CR of 50.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even Tarasques are afraid of the internet.
Oh shit. Well, they all fear the chat room.
Ah, yes.
True.
Chat room is a very crazy, crazy dangerous place.
Hey.
The Shoth room. Ah, that was so brilliant.
Oh god, that was so crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
not
someone's
getting
a
all
charity.
drunk up.
Oh, that was such a great night.
Something about Aldrich?
Oh, no, it's someone's live tweeting their
Oh.
half-assed.
So in case you wanted to know what Mike
Katie!
sent me in a text message,
The other one?
I put my hand on her face and I whisper, "Do you know what the five fingers said to the face?"
Oh my fucking god.
That was all I could picture when he's like, I put my hand on her face and I was like, please.
Got to that moment?
Why would I do that?
Mike! I thought we were friends.
Oh, that'd be so funny though.
I know.
Although I will remember that for later.
Come on, dude.
Sometimes I forget if I'm weird.
Not you. Not
Can we hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hey, Chris!
Fucking Christ. Alright.
Hey, we can
Why
hear
did
him.
you put your alarm for 11:30?
I didn't put it for 11:30. I put it for 9:30, but slept through it because I was tired.
That's okay.
Okay.
You just missed some cool RP.
And
Thanks, I'm
crying.
already really pissed off about it.
Ria's just run to
We
hug
love you.
And how much I don't like snow.
About to say, yeah, and Rhea, just out of nowhere, as you're trudging through the snow, you just out of the corner eye, you see this blonde, like green and black blur just barrel into you.
Gah! Hi.
Where have you been?
Stuck in the snow. Where have you been?
She's just gonna hug
I
him.
don't want to know.
How far away am I from the group?
Yeah, I don't think we can hear what's going on.
No, they're not going to
Sorry.
be able to hear. There is roughly probably 50 yards between the guys.
Oh.
She's just gonna hug him tight.
Where are we?
I will
Charles.
give him the abbreviated version of what's going on and tell him I will tell you more later.
Awesome.
Oh, already then. So you just to give you a quick
We're heading to the dead swamp.
overlay. You head to the dead swamp to cure a disease that's coming back. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, got it. Disease.
Alright.
wound.
We can't get into the
Diseases.
Feywild and see the Summer Queen until we
This has been dealt with.
deal with this. Yes.
All right. So, seeing that Rhea run up in a display of, passionate things. I don't know.
Glomping.
Glomping, thank you. I could not think of the appropriate word for that. Besides
That's
maybe
the third time tonight.
Lyra kind of gives, looks, and there's a moment of like almost jealousy that creeps across her face.
Oh dear. Another one.
But it's replaced immediately as just a swift, like a passing thing.
Okay.
Aqua, will you put me down, please?
I put her down in the
Can-
snow.
Thank
Do
you.
I sense like any intent for Janora to kick Talon in the balls?
No.
As I'm
I'm
putting
just-
her down in the
God
snow,
damn it.
I'm saying no one's leaving anyone, and I put her down.
Janora wasn't going anywhere. She just wanted to be put down.
I know what Janora wanted. That was the last thing you said to me, and then I put you down.
Okay. So Rhea was going to do some talkie-talkie before Chris decided to,
Pop
so
in.
grace us with his presence.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Lyra.
Alrighty then. You find a moment to catch her alone. She's generally head of the group. Kind of just scouting ahead, and I just bit my fucking tongue.
No.
Classic.
Alright.
I will walk in tandem with her and say softly enough so only we can hear.
Oh, you're a good ways away from the group. There'd be no way.
I'm sorry. I know it can't be easy what you've gone through. And I don't want to make your life any more difficult than it needs to be. But for what it's worth, I'm glad to have found you, to know that there is family out there. And I'm not expecting us to be the best of friends, but I would like a chance to get to know who you are.
She stops in her tracks, and she gives you a long, scrutinizing look.
She can roll insight if she wants.
That's an 8.
I'm fucking lying. No.
Do you want me to roll?
No, are you trying to hide anything, or are you trying to be sincere?
I am 100% sincere.
All right, then. So she picks up on that immediately, and that ice, that kind of like that wall between you two kind of crumbles a little bit, and there's almost a little bit of a kinship you start feeling being born here. And she, well, I'm the one that needs to apologize for the way I've been acting.
You don't have to.
Oh, well, according to the wool-headed fuck over there, I need to.
Well, I understand where you're coming from. And I understand how much it hurts. And I think we've both have been hurt in different ways. And whatever I can do, I want to. Because for whatever it's worth, we're sisters. And if you don't want a relationship, I understand. But I've spent most of my life without having a family, so this is a little new to me. But it's nice knowing that there's someone out there who has your back no matter what.
Make you a deal. Once you're done with all this, you take me away from this fucking podunk town and show me the world.
Nice.
Can do that. We got a tavern.
Does it serve more than just fucking honey mead?
Oh, best damn ale you've ever tasted.
Oh, thank God. That she just got the tension that seems to melt out of her. There's almost a there's again that wall seems to crumble a little bit more. There seems to be, there is a bond being formed here. Is there anything you want to do?
I'll just hold out my hand. And there's something else I want you to have. And she'll reach in her pack, and she'll pull out the book, and she'll hand it to Lyra, and she'll say, "I will fight," said the child. This is our mother's storybook. I want you to have it. It's not much, but it's a part of her.
She smiles and just accepts it. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. I mean, she'll just offer up a hand. I don't know if she'd be willing for a hug.
She takes your hand and it's a warm, friendly handshake thing.
I throw a snowball at Rhea.
Roll an attack.
Just like a dex
Ranged attack.
or like
It'd
what?
be a ranged dex attack, yeah.
Damn it.
Does an 11 hit your AC there, Rhea?
No.
Can I throw my shield and catch it?
Can I make a Goliath-sized snowball and throw it at Talon?
We're going too far away.
Yes. So Talon, actually, you.
And we like caught up to them.
As they were walking in tandem, and Talon's trying to be a dick and ruin the moment, and just not misjudging the distance between the group, he makes a snowball and just hucks it at Rhea, and it just kind of it falls short by a good 30 feet.
30 feet. Wow.
They're 50 yards ahead of you, dude.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
It's that to what?
That's the hit Talon.
Does 15 hit your AC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that
a
hits.
mountain of snow.
Oh, dude.
Probably
Could even tell I was trying to hit Rhea because it was 30 feet away. So
he just saw you throwing a snowball in the
yeah, I was just throwing a snowball because I was bored.
And this mountain of snow, just probably the size of your head, just comes careening and hits you square in the chest, knocking the air out of you.
I just wave.
I give a deep belly laugh.
Can I notice what's going on?
You give an Italian belly laugh?
I hate everybody.
Hey, welcome back.
At this point,
I don't know what he was doing. I just assumed he was causing trouble. So I smack him on.
I'm going to roll my eyes, look at Lyra, and go, "Oh my god, you sure you want to travel with all this?"
She smiles back at you. It's
The extended family's a little weird.
back in that village.
Well, we'd love to have you. Be nice to have you with us. And she will give the most courtly bow that she can imagine and go, "Excuse me, I have to go take care of this." She'll turn around and just glare at everybody.
Oh, God.
And then she's going to walk over and fall back in line with everybody.
Oh, I thought she was gonna unload snowballs on top of us.
All right, so Janora, why'd you roll stealth?
She's just hiding. She doesn't want to be seen with everyone. She doesn't want anyone to see her.
I can see you.
Oh, okay. So you're making a You're managing to shadow the group. You're moving. You're caught. They catch glimpses of you in the trees and stuff like that, but nothing. You're not walking with the group. You're off by yourself.
Awesome.
All right, then. So we're gonna skip ahead to the end of the 5 days. As you guys start to, over the course of the time, you start noticing that the trees start to stop being like large, thick, evergreens and stuff like that. But they start like stunted-looking trees, and like the snowfall stops. For the next couple of days, the snowfall stops, and you start noticing that it starts getting a little bit muggy as you start walking, as you keep going further.
So we're in a swamp in the winter now?
Yes, you are. It's a very nasty place.
That sounds like the worst.
It does.
Literal.
Yeah, especially if you have.
Think more of like a peat bog from.
Yep.
My clothes are gonna get so dirty.
Do you want to ride on my back, Owie?
Yes, please.
I piggyback Owie.
All right. Throws Talon his winter coat back. Okay. I just saw that. So as you guys reach the edge of the tree line, and you can see like this is a large expanse, and you cannot see the you see like stunted trees and large expanses of water, but you see like also soft, spongy like earth that is from horizon to horizon. It's all you can see for the foreseeable future. And Lyra pulls up short about probably, you're good. You can just start seeing it, but just before the tree line really ends. Well, this is about as far as I can go.
Yeah.
Here, there's nothing here.
That's
Up to us.
Yeah.
And she pulls out a small map, which has got a rough sketch of the terrain, probably for the next 50 miles. And she points to a small hash-drawn building. This is an old outlying building to one of the old keeps that used to be here. That would be my only advice to first start. It's probably half a day's hike from here.
Thank you, Lyra.
Yes, thank you. And Peter.
Thank you.
We'll be waiting here for you when you get back.
Hmm.
We head.
Keeps eyes out for mushrooms. As you guys start walking into the peat bog, you start noticing along the rotted trees.
Oh yeah, that's right, we do.
There is a lot of there's a large pasty white mushroom with little black dots, and then you recognize this is because she gave you a brief description of what she's looking for. And these are what she's looking for.
Okay.
So as long as you guys are since you said that, now from now on you're gonna be looking for them. You'll cut and bag mushrooms.
Oh God. Yeah. Trust my passive perception being so low.
Oh, it's fine. It's gonna be one of those things since Morgan remembered to do it,
Yeah.
Right.
We start doing it.
you start doing it.
Okay.
It's just something that's gonna be going on in the background. You'll probably fill, over the course of time you're here, you'll probably fill your 2 bags, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys work your halfway through in the your half day's hike is arduous. This is a rough terrain. The soft spongy earth is not great for footing. It's your foot sink in about a quarter of an inch into this.
Only imagine how the Goliaths are feeling.
I know, right?
Heaviest.
Your boots start to get soaked through with bog water, and everyone's feet are starting to they're wet, and there's times when you're walking through and you step onto a piece of solid ground you thought, and you plunge in hip deep into thick murky water.
This is the literal worst place on earth.
It is.
It is not great. I grumble as I hefting my hammer up on trying to pull myself out from being. My armor is filled with water.
Yeah, your armor, as you can tell now, you're going to be this is going to be a pain in the ass to clean.
Yeah, it is. Just got it too. Damn it.
I know, right? So you guys,
That's me.
through your guys' hiking and such, you start to see almost a silhouette in the light fog that's covering this area of a low buildings.
Hmm.
Multiple buildings?
Yeah, like a small complex of buildings.
Okay.
And as you guys start to approach it, you start noticing that it's a like almost a square, like it's connected with it's like there's an entryway. There's so it's a square building with like a central courtyard in the center of it.
Okay. When we get close enough, I'm gonna do divine sense. It's celestial fiend or undead. Are the types I
you
can
get a
sense.
sense that there's an undead presence all around you.
Oh dear.
Yay.
But it's not like a concentrated sense. It's more of a an ambience.
It's called the dead swamp.
Yeah.
There's an ambient sense around you. You start paying attention more to the water. You see like things, slowly like circling through, and you see every once in a while you hear a loud snap as you see a large crocodile like grabbing things that are like small like rodents on the banks and such.
Right. Yeah, I'll point it out to everyone that this place
Feels wrong.
feels something is not right here.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you guys that I appreciate the fuck out of you? Because I really fucking do.
I probably kind of sense a little bit of that, not as much as Thal does, but
Oh yeah, you get a sense that many of people have died in this area.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna make your way towards these like this small complex of buildings.
I want to approach
Hey.
Elf, at least.
yes.
Shinora's been stealthing the whole time.
Still?
So anybody who wants to stealth, roll your stealth rolls.
That's not gonna
Another one here.
I guess I'll put Owie down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ria's an 18.
Actually,
The cloak of Elvenkind on.
that moment when the turn order
Charles,
shows
I'm
up,
gonna
you know
have
what's
to
gonna
probably
happen.
go to bed soon because I'm super.
Oh no, I was
exhausted.
clearing it to make sure.
Okay, thanks. I was like, if you're doing that, Janora's not here. Janora's gone off.
No, I'm clearing. I had to clear it to make sure.
Come on.
So 8,
21.
21, natural 20. For the most part, all of you seem like you. It's hard to be stealthy when you're sloshing water
Yeah.
everywhere.
Sorry, guys.
Janora's still away from the group.
I have disadvantage.
That's
Oh
natural
God!
one.
Oh, God!
That balances out with a natural 20. So you guys are generally stealthy. Nothing, nothing like spectacular. But there is a general like hubbub around you. You're making a little bit more of the ambient noise than you would like to. As you guys enter, as you work your way towards the opening of the home, there's a large like central like doorway. And the woods, the door where these were nice fine wood doors at one point are slowly rotted away, and as you touch them and move the door open, it's all just rotted. And you push forward, and half the door kind of just and like hangs off the hinges as it rips away from the wall.
Ugh.
As you guys slowly make your way in, you can start seeing as you enter a long hall, not a long hall, a long like dining hall. And there's tables just lining the walls. So swords are out and daggers are drawn. Are just lining the walls, and these tables are filled with all sorts of alchemic equipment. Large test tubes and vials, and little burners that look like they're for like resin to burn to hold heat to heat some of these liquids.
I cast detect poison and disease. So within 30 feet of me, I can identify any sources of poison, poisonous creatures, or diseases.
You totally pick up a disease.
Okay.
Can't really pinpoint from where it's coming from. It seems to be just this radiating feel of it.
I can identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease.
Identify it. At this point, you're getting so many hits from so many different things.
I'm overloaded.
You're overloaded.
Yeah.
There's no way to pinpoint exactly what it is and where it's coming from.
Okay. That's fine.
Classic.
I tell everyone to quietly. I tell everyone don't go near anything on the tables.
Janora was
Is that
already
where
near
it's coming
something
from?
on the table.
I was just about to go to the table.
Yeah. I tell them don't. They're poisoned or diseased.
Diseased? I can't do anything with diseased. Poisoned? That would be fucking awesome.
Don't
Please.
touch anything.
No.
Can you crawl? Question, DM. Can you crawl under the table? So like gap under the table.
There's gaps in the table. These tables are like, they're set up like, workbenches. So probably about waist height for a normal human.
Cool. Janora's going under the tables.
Oh no.
Okay, so you're under the tables.
Just hiding.
Okay, just hiding. So as you guys, there's a
my
second
God.
doorway. This doorway is not nearly as dilapidated. It's the rot's starting to start to pitting the wood and stuff like that. But it's not like grabbing it and crumbling it in your fingers. Precautiously, like.
Nice.
As you open the doorway, this room is damn near pitch black.
Flame tongue dagger.
As you pull out your dagger, it creates a small raise about 10 feet around you. This room it's not a cavernous room, but as you look around real quick. What's your passive perception's what?
Mine is 18.
All right then.
Mine is 17.
As you look around, you catch a glimpse of something. It's almost a glint of metal as it flips by.
Janora was going to come forward and cast light on an arrow and shoot it into the room. Is that a thing she can do?
That is something she can do, but Talon's doing something at the moment.
Okay, cool.
I'm doing things, guys.
Oh my god, are you being
Oops.
Can we set ourselves up? Like,
Yeah, set yourselves up. The only one, like Talon, just went into no man's land there for a second. So we're just gonna do one of these. Show Talon up.
I'll be there making sure no one touches any tables.
All right then.
Janora's under the table.
Storm Bay is all about safety.
I was
I
literally.
got this for 10 minutes, so.
All right. So as you cast, your flame tongue dagger kicks on, and you start moving it around. You kind of waving it around. You create a small 10-foot area around you, and you catch that glint of metal. And almost simultaneously, you hear the unsheathing of swords.
Great. There are swords.
As you
Get the
see,
hell out of there!
Oh, wonderful.
as you see 4 dark-robed figures wearing, bits of armor over their robes, almost seem to remove themselves out of shadow, and each one of them draws in unison a wicked-looking great sword. I need everyone to roll initiative.
You got it. Again.
Oh, I should probably click on that.
I always get really shitty initiative.
Guys, damn it.
Nice.
Come on, Kate. Let's roll some initiative.
Fucking Morgan.
Kane means business.
Oh,
Hey.
27. Look at how.
And my streak of getting bad initiative rolls continues.
That is a 27. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you from the back of the line.
So stealthy.
Alright then. So I need to pull up the PDF file for these guys.
Shit.
It's literally just a room full of bad guys.
Alright then. So we get a 15. Right click. Add turn.
Is this happening now, by the way?
Alrighty then. So we're going to go from the top of the order.
Okay.
Morgan, you're up.
Yeah. Oh.
Do we know that that's happening?
No, you don't.
Oh shit.
So, Morgan, unless you want to move to investigate,
I said swords didn't right before we rolled initiative. Does that count?
you would hear, she would hear swords, but she wouldn't know anything was a miss to begin with.
Damn it.
Come on, Morgan.
Charles?
As you move up and then you look into the room and you can see that there's 4 So how you started from there? Yeah, because I didn't set up the fucking grid because I can't with this map. Yeah, you can have one swing out of your 2 because you look in like you're like, oh shit. So one swing out of your 2.
That's what I was talking about. Swords.
16. No. So as you swing out, this thing brings this great sword, comes up with a quick flash and just parries your blow aside. All right. Jinora, you're up.
I'm just trying to decide if Christina's so tired. Janora's coming in the room. So coming through. Janora fist away.
Christina, I love you.
I'm so tired. But is that? Yeah, it's bonus. This one here, she's concentrating, and Dupe is bonus action. She's casting that, and then she's gonna fire. She's gonna.
I don't know what that was, but it was kind of weird.
Does that hit?
Huh?
25 does hit.
So it's that, and it's an extra d6 then. There you go.
We will put the lightning bolt thing on to show its text. So you deal a total of 11, so 17 points of damage. Their resistance to, since it's not a non-magical weapon, so they take half damage.
And I'm gonna go with Dex abilities. Sure.
Alrighty then. So as you come into the room and you like throw your hand out, and there's just almost, instead of like that black smoke here, most people associate Hex with, it's more like a shining like glow that like envelops his body and starts to like course around him. As you shoot your bow out, you strike out, and the arrow hits, but it just kind of hits, but kind of just digs in an inch or so and just kind of falls out.
Cool.
Alrighty then. So now we go to these guys' turn. So they're going to.
This is one clogged doorway.
It is one clogged doorway. It wouldn't matter if they can't just.
We're going.
Alright, that's
Like that.
So this one, as it looks at you for a second, and then drops to shadow, and walks through the wall.
Oh god.
Oh, cool!
Wonderful.
I want to do that.
All right, then, Ogthar, to an attack against you.
Right.
That is a 17 hit.
That does not hit.
All right, then. So, as it strikes out against you, and you're able to just get your hammer up and just block it in its way. So, the one in front of Morgan's going to swing at Morgan. That is a 25 to hit.
Oh. It's.
All right, then. So it's 2d6. So that's 4. So that is. You take 7 points of slashing damage, and I need a con save from you.
Uh-oh.
Who's making the con? Oh, okay.
All right, then. So you take another 3 points of necrotic damage as he strikes out and catches you across like the midsection, driving this long blade across you. And you can feel like as he strikes against you, you can almost feel your strength being zapped away from you at that moment. But you're able to pull it back and just... Yeah, 3 HP of necrotic. So a total of like 10. Alright, so these guys are going to... I can make it. This one's going to walk up to Jinora.
Uh-oh.
I need to pull up more. Let's make a spell attack.
I was about to say, if it's spells, let me know because of the whole Mage Slayer thing.
Yep, it's going to be a spell.
I can use my reaction. If it's a saving throw, I have advantage, and also when it casts a spell, I can make a melee weapon attack.
So you can make a melee weapon attack.
Yes.
Nice!
Alright.
In the face!
Awesome. Where's my... I'm trying to figure which dagger are you? I can't remember. This one? This one. I'm a halfling though, so
that's a
let me
10.
do-
The halfling luck got fixed.
Oh.
It re-rolled that, so it's a 10.
Did it?
Yeah, because it rolled that you rolled a 3 plus a 5 plus the plus 1 stuff on it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So it fixed the whole like 30 roll thing that happened when it used to do it. Like it added the 2 together and all funkiness. All right then.
Boo.
So
I don't know if it did because she's got a +9 to the 20 also. So that would be a 1 plus 9 is 10, and 20 plus 9 is 29.
It didn't. Yeah, no, it didn't fix it.
So re-roll it. Oh, because you turned halfling luck off, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, re-roll it.
Boop. Is that it?
So that hits. So it takes. That's a magic dagger, so it takes full damage. So it's 46. All right, it makes a spell attack. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits. Yes. I haven't got
Alright then. So now all those fun D10s come out.
Oh dear.
Awesome.
Ooh, D10s. That's great.
Actually, it might be easier just to roll them on here real fast because of how many I have.
Because of math.
I don't want to have to roll these many times.
Whoops, so that's a 6 on that.
Awesome.
So you take 25 points of necrotic damage. As you strike at it, you dig your dagger in real quick and dig it, but that hand grabs around your throat as he casts Inflict Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh god.
And just that necrotic energy pulses through your body.
I think that's right. Awesome.
Alright,
How are you
that's
doing, Jenny?
Chinara doesn't say anything.
alright then, so there's this guy's turn where he's going to come up to Talwyn. He's going to make an attack. That is a 16 hit.
That is.
Alright then. 6.
Um,
That is.
Nope.
Is it 15 hits?
Okay, I need to look up that imposing disadvantage. I think you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage. It's not a all-time thing. That's what I was looking
She
It's
used
a
her
reaction.
reaction.
for. Okay, so she used her action to impose disadvantage. Okay.
So does that mean I take back my cutting words?
Yeah, for the time being, so let me re-roll that.
Alright.
Same thing, so 16 to hit.
Oof.
Gotta love that 10.
Yeah.
Alright then. Alright, so if Rhea wants to spend cutting words, she can.
Do I roll again?
We rolled a 1, so does a 15 hit.
Nice.
Yes, it still is.
Okay.
Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo. Wah.
That is 13 points of slashing damage.
Ain't nothing.
I need a con save. As a 12, so you fail that. And you take another 6 points of necrotic, and your maximum life points drop by 6.
Wonderful. How much more did that take?
Another 6.
Okay.
Of course, I didn't prep aid.
All right then, Uthal, you're up.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Alright, I'm just gonna step up and attack this guy. From wherever 10 feet would be.
Yeah, it'd be 10 feet. It's just the map's all
because the
screwed
thing
up.
isn't right.
Yeah, because I didn't have the grid on, because I think that squares already. It throws my brain off.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I could re-roll that first damage because I have Great Weapon Fighter.
You can.
Yeah.
So that that's 1d12. So that could change to 12 plus 6. Oh, yes!
Ooh, Jesus Christ! So 15 plus the 4. So that's 16. So 20 plus. So.
So the one lightning damage still is 1 because that's not the.
It's still
damage.
a dice roll.
Oh, I guess
So
you're right.
that's
Then let me
6
re-roll
to
that.
Oh, is it just on attack rolls or on damage rolls?
Let me
the
double
weapon.
check.
Damage.
I think it's just for the weapon.
Yeah,
You
for the,
added it.
damage rolls for the weapon. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if it's going to count for.
Can
Or it might-
reroll 1 or 2 on a damage roll on weapons with two-handed or versatile feature. So I don't
Can
know.
you only do it once?
Yeah, you can't-
per damage.
You can't do it on, because I can't do it on my right damage.
Yeah, I don't think it adds on
Yeah,
to like the
it's just
lightning
the. It's
damage or
just the. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was saying the lightning damage stays a 1.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were going to reroll. Oh my.
No.
But it's still a dice roll, so it still adds the crit damage to it.
Right, that's not what I. Yeah.
So that's 15, 16, 20. So 26 points of damage on the
Okay.
one attack. Ugh.
I will then attack him a second time.
All right.
And I
That
have
hits.
27.
And that's 12. That's 13 points of damage. Jesus Christ. So as you strike out once, and the arm, your lance just pierces right through the armor with like this tearing metal wrenching sound. And as you strike out, there's no blood that comes out. It's more like a leaking shadow that starts to pump out like there's this. Its heart still beats. It just pumps out like this black shadow. And you stab it again, and this time it catches itself like right in its like midsection, and it's got to start. It catches itself on its greatsword, and it's barely able to stand up at this point.
Oh, soften
Okay.
it up for me.
All right, Ogthar, you're up.
Right, I cast Crimson Rite of the Dawn on my hammer. And I swing at this guy right in front of me. So
21 hits, yes.
21 hits.
so-
but I am Great Weapon Master also.
Yeah.
So
Don't
I
worry
will
about
roll
it.
my d12.
Don't.
What?
Don't worry about it. Because as you bring your hammer up and
Okay,
you just
good.
crush this thing.
Oh,
Right, I'm going to move in through this barricade of my friends.
So you can move through your friends as a. It's difficult terrain to like cut through their square, but
Well, can I get to here?
yeah, you can get through there.
Alright, then I will swing a second time on this guy right here. For
19 hits.
So 8
What's the
plus 2
2
plus,
plus 4.
plus 4.
So 10. So
That's
14
2 radiant damage. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just going to be
Oh, they're undead?
I don't know.
maybe.
Well, he said 8 plus 2 plus 4.
So that is 14 points of damage.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Man,
So as
I
you bring the
missed those.
hammer up and you just crack it across the ribs, like across the center plate, and the plate kind of crunches in for a little bit.
Man, remember when my weapon wasn't nerfed?
I know, right?
That unnerfed damage was nice.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
Dowlin, you're up.
I'm gonna swing around. Can I swing around to that side of this dude?
Which dude?
This one.
Oh, you're gonna take an attack of opportunity from that one.
And this guy here. Oh yeah, fucking assholes. Can
I
I?
got you boxed in.
Such bullshit. So annoyed. Fuck it, I'm just swinging at this dude in front of me.
All right, roll your attack.
So mad.
24 hits.
So that's that, and then that's that. Wow.
Oh,
Those ones.
damage.
Jesus Christ.
Talon.
So it's 9. So 17 points, 16 points of damage. All right, so that's your first strike.
I'm disengaging.
Okay, bonus action disengage. All right then. So as you strike out and you catch him off guard as he's like is reeling from the Ogthar's blow, you just drag the dagger and just jam it into his back and turn it. And you can see like the flames just erupt out, and like where there's this faceless mask appears, there's just flames start to burn out of its face.
Part of me wanted to do a backhand spring out of the room, but I'm not gonna try it, so never mind.
All right then.
Don't
Now
get
we
cocky.
Okay.
I'm not cocky. Look at how shit.
Do I have line of sight on the guy directly across from me?
Yes, you do.
Okay, then I'm gonna do a firebolt.
All righty then.
Not ball, right? Bolt.
Yeah,
Bolt.
she always does bolt.
The cantrip!
Chicken.
She wouldn't. Aoi would never do that. I don't think.
Shinora probably would accidentally.
Yes. Yes, you would.
I ship it.
That's a ship I can get behind.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What Talon said in the chat.
Oh.
I didn't say anything in the chat.
Well, what Chris?
Talfall.
Not my name, but close, I guess.
Close.
First.
I get it. I'm actually totally game for that ship.
So as you like conjure the small ball of flame and you launch it forward, the sword almost comes up in a flurry and just kind of parries it off to the side, just kind of sending it smashing into the far wall.
Darn.
What?
All right, Rhea, you're up.
Oh,
Oh, like that.
I hate this. Janora, how badly are you hurt?
Shinora doesn't say anything.
Can I take a bonus action to see?
Looking at her, she is looking kind of rough. Yeah, like the fact that that necrotic energy just kind of poured through her body, and she's breathing a little heavily.
Okay, where can I position where I can touch her?
Just you can like move up just right behind her. You can.
Like right here?
Yeah, right there. You'll be good.
Yeah, like in front of me.
Yeah, just right in front of her.
Eat your food. Eat your food.
Get 11 hit points back.
As Rhea touches Janora's shoulder and healing energy floods through you.
Was looking my bonus action?
I know you can use your bonus action.
Awesome.
That's not battle music. What the hell is that doing in battle?
There we go.
Oh shit. You know what? I'm going to save my bardic inspiration just in case.
Alrighty then.
So I'm good.
Morgan, you're up.
She's typing, "I kill everything."
I am Kayan.
I go saying.
Yeah, you can. Alright, roll your superiority die.
I like the name of that.
Me too.
Sounds
Really cool.
Janora gain back 4 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Alright, still got 2 attacks. Ten misses. Oh no, you've got advantage on the rolls, remember.
Oh yeah, that's right.
– 16 misses.
Oh,
You got another strike.
15 misses.
Still got
wait.
advantage.
That's probably with advantage. 21. Alright, that hits. Alright, so 1 attack hits.
That was the one that hurt me a lot. Kill it, please.
So 7 slashing damage.
Aw.
As one strike just flashes out, it moves with this almost snake-like grace out of the way until you're able to size it up for the second strike and just cut across its back. All right, Janora, you're up.
As a bonus action, I'm shifting my hex from the one that I marked to this one in front of me.
Alrighty then.
And then I am, as my action, Sacred Flame in it.
Alright, then it's got a Dex. It's got a Dex save of +2. That is a 10. So it fails its Dex save, so it takes 11 points. Why the hell did I put an X on that? Because I wasn't meant to.
I was gonna say, it dies?
No, it doesn't. I'm clicking the X thinking that it gets out of that screen. It puts a
That's
thing.
what I do too. It's not very.
Alright, so that is 35. So as you like... Yeah, it wouldn't matter because it's not an attack, it's just the save. As you launch this little like ball of flame and just like right point blank range right into its chest, and you can see like the flames kind of lick across it, kind of like burn across the its armor. Alrighty then, so now it's their turn.
Uh-oh.
This one moves up, is going to attack Rhea. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, so it's 2d6. That is 6 points of slashing damage. I need a con save.
Everyone move within 10 feet of me.
So that is an 11, so you
You
fail.
move within 10 feet of us.
So you take another 6 points of necrotic damage, and you 6 points off your hit points. Your
Total.
hit points. Max hit points, yes. Thank you.
Alright.
Words. So that's that one's turn. Ogthar, I need you to open up the Grimoire page. Make a ranged attack. So it's going to have disadvantage on the attack. So that is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Righty then. Alright, so as he points out his finger in this, like, sickly green ray slams...
Oh,
You'll be able to attack it, yeah.
Yeah,
use your reaction. You can attack it now if you want to.
Yes, please. Boop.
You miss.
Yeah, okay.
So even as Janora tries to strike at him, as he points his finger at you, and this green ray slams into your chest. You deal half damage with weapon attacks.
Oh.
That use strength until the spell ends.
Oh dear.
What is this considered?
This would be considered it's a necromancy spell. It's Raven Feelment.
Is it
A spell-like ability.
No. Never mind.
So yeah, well, half all your damage.
Half all of my damage.
All of your damage.
Okay.
That is fucking crazy sauce.
All right, the one in front of Janora is going to make an attack.
For how long?
Awesome.
You'll be able to say it's up to a minute, but you'll be able to save at the end of your at the end of every of your turn. That is a 23 to hit, Janora.
That hits.
Or until I possibly kill him.
That is a 17 to hit, Janora.
It still hits.
Damn it!
All right, then
Bard is useless tonight.
you take 7 points of slashing damage. I need you to make a con save.
Okay. Oh no, that's not the save. That's the save. Oh
no!
All right, you take 4 points of necrotic damage. Take 4 points off your total hit points.
I take 4 points of necrotic. Awesome.
And 4 more off your total.
So you take any necrotic damage you take from these guys is going to be, if you fail to save, takes your hit points down. Storm Bay.
Okay.
Uta.
Hello, Talon. I see you. I see you, girl.
That's fine.
Kind of sucks that Rhea's just like up in the doorway, right?
It sucks that we can't get in there. Which is
You
fine
can push
though.
me over. I don't care.
Well, it's okay. I'm thinking of a.
You
no,
can
it's-
totally push your spear past Rhea to that one guy.
Yeah, Uthal,
Yeah.
jab your spear at me.
Put all in space!
Phrasing.
Bard knows
there.
what she's about.
Like right over her shoulder.
I'll stab that guy.
All right, so yeah, I can say you do that.
You can also step out of the way so we can check.
I
Miss,
have DM inspiration still from something.
if you want to use it, use it.
I'm gonna use it.
All right, so it's a 23 then.
So that hits that guy once.
That hits that guy once. He's not flanking. He's not directly. You're not directly.
I'd have to be in Rhea's spot.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna hit him again.
All right. Ooh. So both hits. So that's 15 and then a 20. So that's 35.
And none of my spells are bonus actions, so I'm done.
All right, 35. God, Charles needs to do math. Charles can't do math. Charles. All right, then. So that is your turn, Ogtha.
Right.
I request jelly.
I'm gonna swing at this guy in front of me.
All right.
Whoops.
There was no damage there.
That's because I clicked the wrong one.
It's automatic.
All right, so that misses. The first strike misses.
I'll swing again.
Second strike hits, but so the bludgeoning damage is half to 7.
But it still takes 4 radiant. And
He
4.
still takes the 8 damage, so 11 points of damage to that guy.
Do I know whether these things? Oh, I should have done that before you hit, Dusty. Never mind. Nothing. Go.
All right, and make a save for me.
Make a save? Oh yes.
Con save.
Con save.
Oh.
Where's my constitution?
Oh, fucking.
Come on.
Didn't need it. So as you can feel like that drain on your strength just starts to like lift, and you can feel like your muscles swell with power again as you know the whatever foul curse this is has been lifted.
Oh, nice.
All right, Talon, you're up.
Is it a bonus action to chug a healing potion?
It is a bonus action to chug a healing potion.
Can I have stepped behind Owie on my turn? I didn't think of that.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Thank God. I was just gonna sit on one of these tables.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay right where I am. I'm gonna chug a healing potion, which is 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah, for a greater. No, for
For a regular.
2d4 plus
4
2.
2.
Plus 2.
I sent it you in the thing.
Ooh, you did.
That was one of Janora's own potions, just FYI.
So as you chug a healing potion, you heal 5.
That's such shitty. Roll! Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going
one.
to, in a fury, just shoot this.
Poor thing.
I want to go for some style points, but fuck it. Okay.
So no.
Mm.
So as you shoot out, the arrow just kind of skips across the ground, harmlessly away.
Well, I guess I jerk off, and that's it.
All right, sir. Owie,
That
you're up.
sounds so dirty.
It was dirty.
Is it possible for me to slip in between this guy and the corner, so I can flank with Jenny?
Nah, but he'd be standing right in that. He'd be occupying that square, like to get to slip through.
Darn it, it's awfully cramped.
It is awfully cramped.
And I'll get in close and swing.
All right, you got 2
I'd
swings.
like to clear stuff out, but there's no place for me to shove anyone. So
I know. I'm sorry.
What a great way to get rid of your numbers is to throw you into a tiny room.
Oh, you jerk.
DM Jazzin!
Oh,
That's what I would have done.
Rakshasa.
Yep.
God.
Wait, what? You want to fight Rakshasa as well as a beholder? Sure.
I love you.
Nothing's more dangerous to a D&D party like a cramped doorway.
So that hit.
Door?
18 hits.
18 does hit.
Okay.
So that is 9 points of piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Still got 1 more attack.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So is this
Nice.
one as you drive your rapier in, and you just kind of twist the blade, and the magic that allows you to light the rapier up flares for a second, and it burns through the shadowy entity, and so the shadow just kind of evaporates and totally. So all this robe and armor just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Nice. Then I tell Aoi, clear the doorway.
Okay, I'll use the rest of my movement to get out of the way.
All right. Rhea, you're up.
Awesome. I'm getting out of the doorway.
Run away.
Does anybody need healing? Says the bard.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to healing, but I don't need it.
Kayan, you need some healing? Awesome. You're gonna get some magical bard healing.
Oh my, she changed her voice to a sexy voice.
Yeah.
Boop. Just gonna lay a hand on Kayan's shoulder and
You got this.
heal her. And then I don't have any bonus actions. This is bullshit. Bard needs to learn some bonus actions. I will give. I'll give Kayan a D8 of inspiration.
All right.
The lioness. You can do this.
Yep, it's a D8.
D8.
Aww.
All right. Okay, so we move to Morgan. You're up.
Swing, swing.
So you swing with advantage. Just give me the highest number.
Woof, woof.
She has a lightsaber?
So
Yes.
25 hits.
I do have a lightsaber.
She's a Jedi, didn't you know?
Yeah. I thought I was the one with the
She is
lightsaber.
missing a hand.
And a nat
That's
20.
right.
Nice.
So add that extra damage die and double it.
So fuck that guy's day up.
Yeah.
Nothing is random for Q. You know. Nothing.
No.
This music makes me want to like fly a spaceship or something.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Never give up. Never surrender.
No barrel roll.
All right, and you jam your sword into its back and just twist the blade, and the runes ignite in flame and just burn this thing from the inside out. And just the robes catch fire, leaving a smoking, charred husk of armor clanking to the ground.
Yeah.
All right, Janor, you're up.
I need to make my con save, don't I?
Yes, you do. 19x.
Oh, you get a +3.
Yeah.
So an 18, so yeah, you make it. You make it. Oh yeah, you could have moved after that if you wanted to, Morgan.
Right? Is that 10? Oh, wait.
She made it anyway, didn't matter.
Okay. It's hard with no grid.
I know, right? So you have advantage on the swings because Morgan was going to move.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to decide what you would want to do.
Dagger, dagger.
Yeah. Boop. Does that hit?
Does hit, so that's sneak attack damage.
1, 2, 3. Eight.
Ooh.
And then that for my hex.
So 16 in total.
And then that one.
That hits as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's another 9, so it goes to 21. Alright then, so now it is that turn again, so there's only one left.
Come at me, bro.
Actually, no. Actually, yeah, because I need to get done to snipe. Yeah, it's just gonna swing at Janora twice. Actually, yeah, it's gonna swing. It's gonna swing at Janora. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 14 points of slashing damage. I need a con save.
Hang on a second. What I just put 14
Plus-
and then that, and then
plus
a con
three.
save. 24.
Ah.
21. So you don't lose the life points, but you still take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Awesome.
You doing alright?
Shannara splits blood.
Oh god.
All right, Stormbay, you're up.
Okay. I will move up and around to here. If that counts.
Yeah.
If that's 10 feet
Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna be striking
between them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pew.
There's no way this thing is lasting much longer.
Miss.
Guys.
Come on.
Again. Ugh.
Come on.
It's a tight space.
Roll a percentile die.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Okay, wait. Why is that not an option in the dice roller thing?
D100.
D100.
I know it's a D100, but
You have
I thought it would have one.
Yeah, no, they don't have
So
one.
36.
Oh.
Your lance jabs into the ground, firmly wedging it. It is stuck fast.
That sucks. Okay.
All right, Ogthar, you're up.
Right,
Is
I'm
it-
gonna.
Is it an action to pull it out or a bonus?
It's gonna be an action to pull it out.
action. Okay.
Get up in here. And. Swing.
Duh! It's an explosion of lights on
Twice.
Alrighty then. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
I just want to ground, like, just come straight down on top of it and smash it down.
Nice.
So with the first strike,
Let my
you bring
runes
it
glow.
down.
On the hammer and just.
So as you go to strike this one down, and you can see like the runes across Ogthar's armor they burst into a bright red light. And the runes on his skin do the same thing. As he brings the hammer down the first time, it crack, and you can see like the knees like kind of snap on themselves as it falls to its knees, and he brings up again and just smash. And you can hear bone and vertebrae crack and snap as its skull is driven into its chest. As it just kind of falls limp and lifeless to the ground, just kind of fall to the edge and just kind of seeping out like this black ooze. All right, then. So we're actually going to call it a night here at the end of combat.
Shannara drops.
I'm about to say,
I run into the room screaming with my daggers out, and then I'm like, oh, there's nothing here. Oh.
I feed a superior potion, or I feed the greater potion to Janora, and then.
well, we'll do this all next. So we are actually going to end it tonight because Christina needs to go to sleep. I feel really bad for keeping her so long.
That's okay. I was gonna duck out of the fight, and then I was like, no, but it would be that.
I really tried. I'm like, I can postpone. I can like make this fight a lot longer. But I'm like, she needs to go to bed. I need to get this moving.
Well, it was a fun fight. I almost got hurt, so.
All right, then, everyone.
3 health points.
We love you.
I love you, Christina. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, stream. Thank you for watching.
Good night, stream.
See you next week.